Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ananya and this morning I was reminiscing about college and kind of just thinking about things I could have done differently just to have like a better college experience. In all, like, honestly, I had a very good college experience. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my god, I had the worst. I had a pretty good college experience, but there's a lot of things that I could have done differently to make it better. And I thought, since a lot of you are in college and you see my videos, I don't know, this could really help you. These are things that might seem so simple, but they make so much of a difference, and I really hope you take it with a grain of salt and you just implement it, because trust me, I regret not using these. Number one is to be a college student. This might seem very plain, but especially with the current generation, which is you guys, I feel everyone is in such a hurry to grow up. A lot of you are so serious about things. You've done more things than I can count. You've done more things than people I know and myself who are a lot more senior to you. And it's a great thing for sure. But in the process of it, I really don't want you to forget to actually have the college experiences that will actually make this a good, journey for you. You have all the time in the world to be a professional person. You have all the time to be a world to do more internships, and I'm not taking away anything from this. I still think you should do internships. I still think you should do things that enrich your professional growth, but always have a balance and make sure that you have it balanced with a getaway or with a fest experience or with anything that just makes you feel truly enriched about being a college student, because you're never going to be 18, 19, 20 again in college, and I hope you don't forget that. Number two is to take more trips, especially if you are in India. I feel, yes, it may seem like you don't have money every single day when you're in college, but you're always going to be able to make money for small little trips away from the city. I went to College to Christ in Bangalore, and there were so many opportunities to take trips around Bangalore or to places in India with my friends, but we always thought that we'll do it later, and we ended up never doing any trip. And that's really sad, because yeah, you can tell yourself that you'll have a trip when you grow up, but honestly, it's even more difficult to make time when you grow up. And it's like there's so much that happens after college, you don't really get time to take more trips. So, and not to mention, after college, all of you are going to be in different places. You're not going to be in the same place. It's going to be way harder to stay in touch with your friends or go out with your friends. So my point would definitely be that if you are in a friend group right now, even if it's one friend or two friends, make more time to go on trips, because you're not going to get this time again, and you're not going to go to a trip later if you're not going now. So definitely take more trips, because this is one of the best times and the only times where you're actually just, you have nothing else to think about. You can just take a trip. Yeah, you have to think about attendance, but you can figure it out. Like, just take a trip with your friends ASAP. Number three is to not stop exploring. I feel like when you're in college and you have these 3 years, first year is very energetic. You're seeing all places, you're trying to go to all the places in the city, especially if you're new to the city. You're trying to go everywhere that's like the spot to visit and everything, and then you get used to it. You get used to few places that just feel like yours. For me, it was in Bangalore, it was like places like Chinlangs, or it was places in SG Palya, and it's just, after a point in second and third year, we just did not get out. If we got out, we'd just go to Chinlangs, or we would just go to one Punjabi place that we always went to, or we would not go at all, and just all of us would meet up at our house and order food on Swiggy and just like sit in the house and chill. As much as that sounds great, you should not stop exploring, because it's gonna feel so empty later, in the sense of, college is the one time where you get the people, the time, and the energy to actually get out and explore more places. And especially when you live in metro cities or bigger cities, there's so many things coming up. It's always the best time to go explore. So don't get used to the places that you normally visit. Don't just sit in your regular spot in the regular place that you go to. Make sure you're actually taking out a day or a weekend to just try new places, because you have all the time in the world to just get used to your own habits and visit the places that seem comfortable to you. But this is the only time where you can actually just go explore with people you know, and who knows, you'll find more regular spots for yourself. But really don't stop exploring, because that is all part of the college experience in a way, and just make sure you do that. Number 4 is very contradictory in a way. It's to not give your energy to places that don't need you, and also keep up your energy in places that you don't need. I'm gonna try to explain this. In college, you're gonna feel so ambitious about doing everything. I myself got involved in a lot of extracurriculars, and sometimes that involved me getting into clubs that I personally did not want to stay in. Whenever you feel something becoming exhausting to a point that you are dreading the fact of going there, where you are dreading the fact of doing initiatives for it, it's okay to put yourself away from it. It is fine. College does not, there is a difference between stepping out of your comfort zone and actually feeling mentally exhausted about doing this. And when that happens, you will know. You will know when it is just nerves and anxiety of stepping out of your comfort zone, and when it's just clear hatred for doing a task. When that happens, step back. It's okay. You are in college to definitely grow, but you don't have to waste your energy in spaces that you don't feel you belong, or that don't treat you like you belong. You can always explore other opportunities, and I think that's the beauty of college. There's so many things to do, and you can always explore something new. So make sure you do proper usage of that. And the second part of the point, which is make sure you stick when something doesn't feel right. Yes, there are going to be tasks that you do that feel exhausting. You don't feel like doing them, you don't want to do them, and they're definitely not making you feel too welcome. Sometimes things are going to feel exhausting. Sometimes things are not going to seem exactly like you wanted them to be, and that's okay. If you're in a college club and you've been there for a while, you want to become a leader in this team or something, but things are just not clicking, yes, you can walk away, but you need to understand that if that certain project or that certain person or that something, whatever it is just a small part of the entire responsibility, you'll have to deal with it. Because this right here is the experience that's going to prepare you for so many experiences in life, whether professional, whether personal, whether anything. And there's going to be so many times where you have to deal with things or with people that you don't want to. You just don't want to interact with them, you just don't want to talk to them or do a task with them, but you'll have to. And this is just a preparation for that. So make sure you're actually thinking correctly about what is affecting you in the right way or wrong way, and choose which place you want to put your energy in, because you'll have so many opportunities and so many things to put your energy towards, and it may seem exhausting, but pick 1 or 2 things and focus your energy in those. Number 5 is a little like it's very obvious, and it's honestly, it's something that you cannot learn. It's just something I think that comes with time. But I would say, no matter how much people mess up, if they mean the world to you, just let it go. It's really not that deep. I feel like a lot of friendships go through a cycle. There's the amazingly let's stick together, let's be together phase, and then you just died down, you're indifferent, you're like enjoying each other's company, but you kind of start taking each other for granted, and then you all just drift apart in a way, like you have a fight or you just naturally drift apart. And then it's the test whether are you all gonna stay friends or are you gonna drift apart and all of that. But the point is, in college there might be multiple instances where a certain friendship might break up or a certain friendship might face a fight. I would say 8 out of 10 times it's really not something that would matter a year later. I myself, with my bestest of friends, had a fallout in the last year of college, because of which we kind of stopped speaking for a while. Like, we weren't speaking as much as we used to, and all of us missed each other. Like, it was not something that, oh, she did something, oh, I did something. No, it's just things happen and you all just stop talking and you all miss each other controllably, but you're not you're not feeling like you should text the other person because the fight happened. And sometimes a fight, even a fight doesn't happen, you just stop speaking. In times like this, 8 out of 10 times, I think it's not that deep. Try to go back to the way it was, because I promise you the best part of college is the kind of friendships you make and the kind of conversations you have and the kind of things you do. And whatever fight you're having right now, whatever fallout you're having, whatever misunderstanding you're having, it's not going to matter in the next year. When you leave, you're not going to remember the fallout or the misunderstanding, you're going to remember that person. And so the fifth point is just to forgive and forget if you can, because just think about whether this issue is going to be as important as it is now a few years later. Because if no is the answer, you have very limited time left in college, and I think you would really like to spend it better with the person who you have the misunderstanding with. So keep your friends close, value them, cherish them, and have a good time with them, because yeah, you're not going to get that time with them again. You're going to be in different cities, different countries, and it's just going to be very hard to have a conversation with them. So yeah, those are my 5 points. Not too value adding, just a small, I was reminiscing, so I thought let me take you along. Thank you so much for seeing the video. I hope you have a great time in college if you are. And if you're out of college, maybe comment one thing that you miss about college, because I miss a lot of things. But yeah, okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.